Welcome to Dreamy Night Tales, a place where quiet dreams begin, and soft stories drift gently through your mind, like clouds across a starlit sky. Let your eyes rest, let your breath slow, let the hush of night surround you like a blanket. Warm and light, there is nothing to do now. No need to think, or plan, or move, just listen, and float. And let the story carry you. You are standing at the edge of a forest, but it does not feel like a beginning. It feels like you have always been here, like this place has known you for a long, long time. The trees are tall and wide, their trunks glowing faintly, as if holding light inside. Their leaves shimmer in slow waves, the way reflections move across still water. Every step you take is soft. The ground is covered in moss, thick and gentle, cool under your feet. It gives just a little with each step, like walking on clouds that remember. The air is quiet, but not silent. It hums, low and far away, like the sound of wind in your dreams. There are no birds here, no animals, no voices. Only the hush of leaves turning slowly in the breeze. Every sound is round, soft, and low. Nothing sharp, nothing fast, just the sound of stillness breathing. You walk without needing to know where you are going. The path finds you, not the other way around. It curves gently between trees, winding like a ribbon of thought. Around you, tiny lights blink in the shadows. Not fireflies, but something older, something slower, something that doesn't need a name. They do not move fast. They rise and fall, like the rhythm of sleep. Your body is light, not floating, but lighter than it was. As if the dream is carrying some of your weight, letting your muscles sink into quiet. You are not cold, not warm. You are just right. Balanced, in the perfect space between. Now the trees begin to shift. Not quickly, not all at once. They open, slowly. The forest becomes less dense. More sky peeks through the canopy. And ahead, through the softest mist, you see a glow. Not bright, not blinding. A soft white gold glow, like the light behind closed eyelids. You move toward it. You do not need to hurry. It will wait for you. The light grows, not in size, but in warmth. It feels like memory. It feels like something you forgot you loved. When you reach it, you find a clearing. It is wide and round, with soft, grass-like plants that sway without wind. The center of the clearing holds a shallow pool, smooth as glass, perfectly still. You walk to the edge and kneel, not because you're told, but because it feels natural, like returning to something. You look into the water. It shows you nothing at first, only sky. Then slowly, it begins to glow from beneath. Shapes appear, not images, not memories, but colors and movement. Swirls of soft light that rise and fall. They pulse with your breath. You breathe in, and the light brightens. You breathe out, and it softens. The whole dream is moving with you. There is a hum here, too. Gentle, deeper than before. As if the world is singing a lullaby you can only hear in the very back of your mind. It isn't a song. Not really. Just a feeling. A tone that wraps around you like silk, lulling your thoughts to stillness. You lie down beside the pool. The ground is cool and forgiving. You let your arms rest. Your legs stretch. Your eyes begin to close. Not from tiredness, but from peace. There is nothing here that needs your attention. Everything is soft. Everything is slow. Above you, the sky shifts. Not from night to day, not from day to night, but into something timeless. A wide, endless soft blue, fading into gold, then into lavender. The colors melt into each other, like mist across a mirror. No sharp lines, no hard edges. You let your breath deepen, in and out, slow and even. You are not trying to sleep. Sleep is already here. It's in the grass, in the water, in the sky above you. Sleep is all around. Now, the lights from the forest begin to drift into the clearing. One by one, like tiny stars, carried by an unseen breeze. They move slowly, gently, and circle above the pool. Some land on the grass beside you. Some float just above your hands. Their glow does not flicker, it pulses, like a heartbeat slowed to the pace of dreams. As you watch them, your mind begins to grow quieter. The thoughts that once filled your head now feel far away, distant, like echoes through water. You do not need them. Not now, not here. There is only breath, only softness, only the feeling of being held by the dream. The clearing begins to fade, not disappear, just gently slip into shadow. The pool becomes still again. The lights begin to rise, and now you are moving too. Not with your legs, not with your arms, but with your whole being. You float gently upward, as if sleep itself is lifting you into the sky. You are light, you are calm. The forest, the pool, the clearing, they stay below, still glowing faintly, waiting for your return. Up here, the sky is deeper, wider, full of stars that do not twinkle. They shine steadily, like tiny promises. You drift forward, not fast, not slow, just gently. Just enough. The dream stretches ahead of you, ready to take you further, always further, into calm, into rest, into sleep. And so you float, quietly, without direction, without thought. You do not need to guide yourself. The dream holds you now. The air around you feels soft and wide, like the space inside a sigh. There is nothing sharp here, nothing loud, nothing bright dot, only gentle curves, low sounds, and soft, silver light that flickers slowly like candle flame behind water. You are gliding now, across a calm sky that feels warm and close. Not like flying, but like resting on a breeze that carries you forward without effort, without sound. Below you, the clouds stretch out, quiet and endless, not heavy, not thick, but wispy and light. Like breath made visible, they move slowly, rolling and curling, like sleepy waves drifting across a sky ocean. You move just above them, wrapped in hush. Your breath is slow. Your arms and legs feel far away. They are not needed here. You are only presence. Only awareness. A cool shimmer touches your skin, not cold, but like a soft cloth dipped in moonlight. It settles along your arms, your chest, your face, like a blessing from the sky. And still, you float. The sky changes around you without color, without rush. It shifts in gentle layers. Blue into pearl, pearl into soft gold, gold into something without a name. It is not a place. It is a feeling. The dream slows you. Even your thoughts are slow now. They move like feathers, gliding past on the same quiet wind, and you let them go. No need to follow. No need to wonder. Here in the dream, you are not a thinker. You are a sleeper, a drifter, a floating breath in the sky's soft hands. Below, the clouds begin to open. A shape appears, slowly, gently, like something long forgotten being remembered. It is a garden resting on a cloud, not in the usual way. It is not held by the cloud. The garden is the cloud. Its petals and leaves rise from mist, from air, from shimmer. No lines, no soil, only light and dream. And you drift downward, not falling, not pulled, just moving with ease. Like a leaf gliding down into soft grass. As you near the garden, you feel its warmth. Not heat, warmth like closeness. Like being seen without words. Like being known without effort. You settle gently on a patch of cloud that feels just solid enough to hold you. And around you, the garden sways. Tall flowers that bend like dancers in slow motion. Petals of soft blue, deep rose, honey gold. Each one glows a little from within. Like starlight asleep beneath the surface. You reach your hand out slowly, and touch one. It is not wet, not dry, not warm or cold. Just soft. Softer than anything. The flower responds by leaning closer, as if it feels you too. All around, the garden shimmers. Not with sound, but with a soft, musical quiet, like the memory of lullabies. You lie back. There is no ground, but the cloud below holds you like a hammock made of silk. Your whole body relaxes, your arms rest, your legs grow still. Your back melts into the softness beneath, and the dream continues. Above you, a flock of silver shapes moves slowly across the sky. They are not birds, not quite, but they glide with the grace of wings in wind. Their forms shift from feather to light, to mist, then back again. You watch them, eyes barely open, as they pass overhead without a sound. They leave a soft trail of shimmer in the air, a thread of moon-pale light, that slowly fades into the sky's quiet breath. The air is scented now, just faintly like flowers after rain, or the first breeze of spring passing through open windows. It is comforting, familiar in a way you do not need to name, and you breathe it in. Deep and slow, your chest rises, and falls, again, and again. And with every breath, your body grows heavier, softer. Still, time does not move here. It does not pass, it only rests. The dream unfolds at its own pace, like a slow bloom, opening under starlight. No hurry, no end. You are part of that bloom. You are the petal, the breath, the hush, the hush. You are the stillness in a sleeping world. Now the light shifts again, not fading, not growing, just changing the way a thought does. In the quiet part of the mind, the flowers begin to lower, their tall stems bending as if they, too, are ready to sleep. They fold in slowly, closing their soft petals with care. Not out of fear, not to hide, but as a gentle ritual before rest. The sky dims, just a little. The silver flock is gone. The wind is barely there. And you lie still, wrapped in the glow of a garden, made of dreams. Nothing moves now but your breath, in, out, soft, slow. Even your thoughts are almost gone now. They have floated off into the mist, leaving behind only quiet, and the dream. Still unfolding like a whispered lullaby. You are not alone, but you are undisturbed. Surrounded, but free. You are watched by the garden, by the breeze, by the sky, but there is no gaze, no wait, no need, only presence, only calm, only sleep. The petals above you close. The shimmer fades to a soft, glowing haze. The wind stops, and all that's left is breath, and rest, and dream, still floating, still quiet, still here, still floating, still quiet, still here. The hush around you grows deeper, not silent, but soft, beyond sound. A silence that hums gently, like the space between heartbeats, or the pause after a lullaby. Your body feels lighter now, but not drifting away. It is simply at ease, untouched by weight, unbothered by thought. You lie in the garden of cloudlight, resting fully, held by softness all around. The petals above you have closed, but their glow remains a faint shimmer that moves across your skin like a soft breeze made of light. Nothing asks for your attention. Nothing changes unless it wishes to. And now, as if answering some quiet rhythm in the dream itself, the ground beneath you begins to lift. It does not rise fast. It simply drifts upward, carrying you gently, slowly, like being rocked in the arms of the sky. You don't need to hold on. You are part of the stillness. You move because the dream moves. And the dream is always gentle. As you rise, the garden softens below, its edges fading, its colors melting into the low clouds. You pass through veils of mist, not thick, not cold. Just tender layers of silver air that brush past you like whispers. Each layer feels quieter than the last. Each one carries you deeper into the quiet heart of rest. And now, you notice something new. The mist parts slightly, and there ahead, hanging in the sky, is a shape, a great floating temple, slow and weightless, suspended in soft twilight. It does not shine. It glows not from the outside, but from within. A warm amber hush that pulses slowly, as if the temple itself is breathing. There are no doors, no walls, just archways of stone carved from smooth starlight, curving like the edge of a crescent moon. And you float toward it, without will, without question. The air grows warmer the closer you come. You pass into the temple's center, a wide, open space with columns that rise endlessly into shadow. They hold nothing. They reach toward nothing. They simply stand, patient and still, like quiet thoughts in a quiet mind, beneath you. The floor feels solid but soft, like cool sand, gently pressed down by time and wind. You drift lower until your body settles there, as light as breath, as still as moonlight on water. You lie back again, your arms resting where they fall, your legs warm and still, and the temple sighs, not with sound, but with presence. A gentle exhale that moves through the space like memory. Above you, the ceiling fades away. The sky opens. It is deep, violet, and full of stars. Not the kind you see at night, but slow glowing stars that hang low and near, as if watching over you like sleepy lanterns. They flicker softly, not bright, not sharp, just a pulsing glow that follows your breath, in, out. Soft light, soft breath. Each breath you take slows the stars a little more. Each moment you rest deepens the stillness around you. There is nothing left to think. No image to hold. Just the hush. Just the warmth. Just this. A dream with no shape. A world made only of comfort and breath. Far above, a single ribbon of light unfurls across the sky. It is not lightning, not a shooting star. Just a trail, a slow, silver thread, moving across the deep sky, like silk in water. It does not lead anywhere. It simply moves, because motion is part of dreaming. You watch it drift, Your eyes barely open, your body melting more with every breath, the temple around. You hold still. It is timeless. It has no beginning, no ending. Like the dream itself, it just is. And you, resting in the center, are the soft heart of this quiet place. You are not visiting. You belong here. Not because of who you are, not because of where you came from, but simply because you are here. And that is enough. The air moves again, just slightly. You feel it along your neck, your arms, your chest. It is not wind. It is not breath. It is calm itself, touching your skin like soft fabric, like quiet water, like sleep. The stars above you shimmer. One fades, then another, then a third, but not all at once. They fade as if they are going to sleep too, closing their glow, like eyes closing for rest. You do not resist. You do not wonder. You simply continue breathing. Each breath quieter than the last. Each moment deeper than the one before. There is no sound but your own stillness. There is no world but this. The temple, the sky, the warm breath of mist moving. Through everything, it is all part of one feeling. Rest, no thoughts remain, no needs. Even words begin to slip into silence. They become feelings. Then they become nothing at all. You are floating again. Not flying, not moving, just suspended in comfort. Not asleep, not awake, just resting. Here, in this place between light and sky, between mist and thought, between the last breath and the next, and still, the dream continues. The story is still unfolding, not forward, not backward, but inward. Each breath brings you closer to the center of peace. You may not know where you are now. You may not feel your fingers or toes. You may not remember when the dream began. But none of that matters. What matters is the stillness. What matters is the breath. What matters is the hush that holds you like sleep itself. And so you rest. Still here. Still dreaming. Still floating. Still here. Still dreaming. Still floating. There is no place to be. No time to know. No steps to take. Only the slow hum of stillness, soft and quiet. Beneath everything, the air around you is deeper now. Wider, as if the dream has opened more. Not into space, but into calm. You move without moving, held gently by something unseen, but kind, and soft, and ancient. The floating temple slowly fades behind you. Not gone, just resting now, its glow folding inward like a flower at the end of day. You do not turn, you do not look. It remains with you anyway, as feeling, as warmth, as memory. Ahead, the mist stretches on forever, but it is no longer gray. Now it holds a soft color, a blue so pale it is almost white, touched with silver, like the inside of a seashell. It moves slowly, curling in the air, parting for you as you drift deeper. You pass through it without touching. It welcomes you. It recognizes your breath. And beyond the mist, you see another place, quiet, open, and full of light. A meadow. But not a meadow of grass. A meadow of starlight. The ground glows softly, as if made of light that has landed and settled into soft shapes. Each step, each touch, would feel like moon dust, gathered over years in stillness. But you do not walk here. You glide, slowly, just above the glowing earth, as if air has thickened to cradle you. The sky above is deeper now. A soft, endless navy, full of stars that hang low and bright. They do not twinkle, They rest, they stay, and in this field of stars, you move without effort, carried on the breath of the dream. There is no sound but your breath. There is no feeling but calm. Each moment is soft. Each second is slow. There is no need to remember what came before, or wonder what comes next. You are here. That is enough. In this starlit meadow, you drift past soft shapes that bloom out of light. Not flowers, not trees, but something in between. They rise from the glowing ground like sculptures made of moonbeam. Petals that never fall, branches that never bend. Their color shifts with every breath you take. A soft silver at first, then lavender, then the warm white of morning light through curtains. You float among them, through narrow spaces that open, just wide enough for you to pass. And each one seems to know you, not by name, but by stillness. You are not a visitor. You are a part of this place. The way light is part of dawn, the way breath is part of sleep. The dream continues, slow and soft. The world changes around you without needing to be noticed. It simply happens, like clouds shifting, like waves smoothing sand. The air is thicker now, but not heavy. Just closer, softer, like a blanket drawn gently across your shoulders. And through that warmth, you drift still deeper. The meadow stretches wider. The stars drift lower. Some of them float beside you now, slow and glowing, like lanterns made of silence. They do not speak. They do not lead. They simply keep you company, gliding nearby in soft, spiraling paths. You are not alone, but you are completely undisturbed. Nothing asks for your attention. Nothing calls you back. You are free to float, to breathe, to rest. And as you do, you feel yourself soften even more. Your fingers so still, your arms so light, your chest rising and falling, slowly, evenly, with no effort. Every breath feels like sinking deeper into calm. Every breath slows the dream. The meadow begins to narrow now, but not in fear, not in closing, just becoming more quiet, more focused, more soft, and ahead. You see something gentle rising out of the dreamlight, a pool, a small still lake. In the center of the stars, its surface does not ripple. It does not reflect. It glows from within, a silver blue light, as soft as mist, as warm as sleep. You drift toward it slowly, without a sound, and when you arrive, you hover just above the surface, your body still, your breath steady. Then you begin to lower, softly, gradually, until you rest just beneath the light. The lake holds you. Not with water, not with weight, but with stillness. You are cradled here. You are surrounded. You are at peace. There is no edge, no bottom, only this soft glow pressing gently around your skin, your chest, your face. You do not need to breathe, hear, or move, or think. The lake breathes for you. Its rhythm becomes yours. Its calm becomes yours. Its sleep becomes yours. Everything else fades. The stars above grow distant. The meadow disappears. The air stops moving. And there is only you, floating in light, in calm, in dream. You do not speak. You do not see. You only feel. A feeling that grows softer, quieter, with each passing moment. It is not the end of the dream, but it is the center, the stillest part, the deepest rest. And now your thoughts, even the soft ones, begin to fade. They dissolve into the glow, like starlight melting into dawn. No stories, no sounds, no shapes, only this, only now, only the slow rhythm of rest and still. You are drifting. Still held. Still safe. Still here. Still here. Still floating. Still warm. The lake of light holds you without sound, without weight, without time. You don't know how long you've been resting here, and you don't need to. The moment stretches like a soft thread, never pulled, never ending, just there, gentle and quiet. You breathe in, and the glow deepens. You breathe out, and the light softens. Every breath is a lullaby now, not sung, but felt. Around you, the light begins to stir, not fast, not bright. Just small movements, like soft ripples in warm silk. You don't move, but you feel yourself rising, very slowly, very gently, as if the dream is lifting you again, carrying you as the hush deepens. The silver blue water fades beneath you, the surface smoothing out until it becomes only a memory of calm. And now, above and all around you, a new stillness begins to bloom. It feels like air, but not empty. It feels like night, but not dark. It is full, but quiet. You are drifting again, through something wider than a sky, softer than a breeze, slower than time. There is nothing to see at first. Only space, only softness, only the feeling of moving through rest. Then gradually, a new world begins to shape itself out of the calm. You don't notice when it starts. It just begins, as dreams do, without warning, without sound, like breath becoming sleep. Below you, a great field stretches out. It is not made of earth or grass, but of something softer, something like velvet, touched with light. The field moves gently, like it is breathing. Slow waves of shimmer pass across it, like wind across fur, or stars falling in silence. You drift downward, as light as a thought, as quiet as still air. And when you come to rest, you feel the ground beneath you welcome your weight like memory. Welcomes sleep. You lie still, and the field continues to breathe beneath you, as if it knows you are there, as if it remembers how to hold you. Above, the sky is not sky at all, but a dome of soft gold light, endless and warm, glowing from every side without edge or shape. It is not bright. Just enough to see, without looking. Just enough to feel, without thinking. And so you lie there, surrounded by stillness, wrapped in warmth. Your arms rest, your legs melt. Your body becomes soft, softer than before. You don't need to try. The stillness is doing all the work. You just stay, and breathe, and drift. Around you, shapes begin to rise from the field. Tall, slow towers, made of soft stone, rounded and smooth, like pebbles that have been resting for 1,000 years in quiet water. They do not move. They do not shine. They simply stand. Watching nothing, needing nothing, being nothing but still. You are not near them. You are not far. Distance doesn't matter here. Time doesn't matter here. Only rest. And the towers keep you company in silence. Far off, in the golden air, a slow pulse of color begins to grow. A soft pink that deepens into rose. Then lilac, then back to gold. It washes across the world like breath, like peace that it does not touch you directly. It touches everything, and everything welcomes it. You are part of it. Part of this world that doesn't need to speak, or move, or know. The field hums gently, not with sound, but with calm. And you hum with it. Your body, your thoughts, your breath, all slow. all quiet, all part of the dream. Somewhere nearby, a warm breeze begins to move. Not strong, not cool, just enough to shift the air, to remind you that stillness can move. 2. Not fast, not far, just slowly. You feel it pass over you, like hands smoothing a blanket, like light brushing your shoulders, like sleep folding you inward, and with it, a new space begins to form. You are lifted again, so slowly, you barely feel it. So gently, you don't even move. You are rising into a space made of scent. A soft, invisible garden, full of quiet blossoms that open without sound. You can't see them, but you feel them. Their perfume is warm, like sunlight through linen. Like memory wrapped in fog. Like rest. One smells like calm. One smells like nothing. One smells like a day you forgot, but always loved. They do not press in. They drift, and you drift with them. The scent holds no edge, no need, it just is. Like everything else in this place, you are now floating again. Somewhere between the velvet field and the golden dome, surrounded by breath, light, and invisible flowers. And still, nothing asks anything of you. The dream keeps going, but it goes softly. It has no ending, no path, no goal, only feeling, only rest. And now, you feel your thoughts begin to slow even more. There are no stories left, no images, just warmth, just space, just air. The last words in your mind melt into silence. The last bits of shape drift away into formless calm, and your breath, even slower now, even softer, feels like the whole world is breathing with you. You are not in the dream. You are the dream. The hum of the field, the glow of the dome, the quiet of the towers, the warmth of the air, the flowers that open without sound. All of it, you, and you rest, deeply, quietly, always. Still resting, still floating, still wrapped in warmth and hush. There is no edge to this place, no shape to hold, only the feeling of being held, like a soft thought settling slowly into stillness. The air around you is lighter now, thinner, but not cold. It carries the softness of distant skies, of quiet mornings that never began, of hours that stretch without hurry. You are drifting again, gently, without moving, lifted by something you cannot see, but trust completely. The invisible garden fades. Its scents now only a whisper in your memory, like a breeze that once touched your cheek and passed on without need. What surrounds you now is space, but not emptiness. It is a warm kind of space, like the pause between heartbeats, like the hush of a soft yawn before sleep takes over. And in this space, you begin to notice a quiet glow, not in front of you, not behind you, but all around you, like a veil of starlight, gentle and fine, brushing against your thoughts like silk falling through air. You pass through it slowly. It welcomes you, without sound, without shape. Just a sense, a gentle pull inward. And beyond the glow, you begin to feel a new place forming, not built, not made, simply, appearing, as dreams do. It is a sanctuary, not a building, not a room. Just the feeling of a place that was always meant for you. Soft, round shapes begin to rise from the distance. Arches that lead nowhere. Pillars that hold nothing. But they stand with grace. Like memories of stillness that never needed form. The floor beneath you is soft, not fabric, not earth, but something gentle. like the padded quiet of a deep forest path blanketed in centuries of fallen leaves. You do not walk here. You glide, still held by calm, as though the dream itself is guiding you forward. The light in this sanctuary is golden gray, as if made from the last light of dusk and the first light of dawn, woven together into something eternal. It falls gently on every curve, every quiet wall, every smooth edge of this sacred space, and you feel it in your chest. Not a sound, but a vibration, a hum of peace that lives below thought, below breath. There is no music here, but still, the silence sings. You drift slowly past the arches, past shapes that don't quite form, past still pools of quiet light that ripple once, then still again, as if echoing your calm dot. And with each breath, you feel yourself sinking deeper. Not into sleep, you are already there, but into a place, even softer than sleep. A place beneath dreaming. A place made only of rest. You settle now into a wide, low alcove. It curves around you like a shell, like the inside of a cloud, like the softest room you've never seen but always known. You do not lie down. You do not sit. You simply rest, your body folding into stillness without thought, without effort, and the world around you folds in as well. The sanctuary sighs, not loudly, but with ease, as if it too is drifting deeper. The light grows dimmer, but never dark. The glow stays, a soft shimmer around the edges, like moonlight through cotton dot. And from somewhere distant, you feel a gentle warmth, not heat, but comfort. It comes to rest around your hands, your shoulders, your cheeks. It doesn't press. It doesn't ask. It simply stays, like the memory of kindness, like the soft hum of being held. And in this space, you feel yourself becoming smaller, not less, just more quiet. Your thoughts fade like dust into dusk. Your breath slows until it is only part of the hush. Your body dissolves into comfort. Stillness becomes you, and you become stillness. There is no difference now between you and the dream. No edge, no name, no need, only breath, and not even that. Only this, soft, slow, safe. Time does not pass. It folds. It stretches. It melts like honey into endless calm. The sanctuary breathes with you. Not in rhythm, but in presence. And as you rest, you feel something open again. A doorway, not in the wall, not in the air. A doorway in the dream. It does not pull you. It does not shine. It just exists, calm and open, waiting for nothing. And slowly, gently, you float forward, carried again without effort. The sanctuary behind you fades into the light. And ahead, the dream shifts once more. Now you are in a garden, but it is not like any garden you've ever known. There is no soil, no fences, no sky dots, only soft, floating leaves, each one glowing gently from within. They drift through the air like slow butterflies, trailing faint light behind them, like the tail of a dream. They circle you, but never land. They are curious, but calm. The air is filled with a scent you cannot name, but it fills your chest with warmth, like memory, like bedtime, like being small and safe. You drift through the garden slowly, past tall stems of light, past slow falling petals that never touch the ground. There is no ground here, only layers of air and calm. You begin to rise again, softly, as if the garden is lifting you, toward something higher, something even quieter. The leaves fall away, and now the stars return. Not like before. Now they are closer, larger, gentler. You float among them like one of them, not separate, not distant, just still. And all around you, the sky glows softly, pale blue and warm gold, melting into each other like daydreams. There is no longer any world, only space, only glow, only hush, and you, drifting through it, becoming it, never alone, never pulled. You do not sleep. You are sleep. You do not dream. You are the dream. And everything around you exists for one reason, to hold you, to hush you, to keep you safe. And it does. It always will. Still drifting. Still held. Still quiet. The stars around you shimmer gently, but they do not sparkle. They breathe. They pulse like soft lanterns floating in still water, lighting the sky with warmth instead of brightness. Each one drifts slowly past you, not in a hurry, not with a purpose, just moving because movement is gentle. They seem to know you, not by name, not by thought, but by feeling. As if they've always waited for you to float here among them, to become part of their hush. There is no sound, only softness. Only the quiet hum of deep sleep, gathered around you like soft wings, like gentle hands, like the stillness at the very bottom of a peaceful breath. You are not falling. You are not rising. You are simply resting in the space between. The air here has no shape, no edge. It wraps around you like water that doesn't wet, like silence that doesn't end, like time that forgets how to pass. Your body is long gone now, not lost, just unneeded. You've become breath. You've become glow. You've become the dream itself. And still, you float. Through warmth, through space, through light that never begins and never ends. There is a new kind of stillness now. Not the kind you feel at first. This one is deeper. Like the hush of an ancient forest just before dawn. Or the space between waves in a sea made of stars. You rest in it, without question, without name. You rest because there is nothing else to do. You breathe, though barely, because even breath is no longer needed. It just happens, like starlight, like sleep. Far away, though distance means nothing here. You feel a gentle warmth gathering again. It moves slowly toward you, like light. Pouring through fabric, like soft wind climbing a hill with no sound. And when it reaches you, you feel it settle not on your skin, but on your being. It spreads like calm, like peace, like something sacred and simple. It wraps you in something deeper than dreams. You don't know where you are anymore, but that doesn't matter. Because here, there is no where. Only now, only still, only soft. Around you, the stars grow dim. Not dark, just quieter. The glow around you becomes a whisper, then a breath, then a thought without words. And finally, it becomes rest. Pure, whole rest. The kind that has no story, no sound, no edge. You float in it, like a feather in velvet. Like sleep inside sleep. Like the pause between everything. Time no longer passes. It simply is. The light folds gently. The stars drift slower. The silence grows warmer. And you become everything the dream has given you. The softness of sky. The stillness of stone. The hush of golden air. The memory of scent. The rhythm of breath. The hum of the sacred. And now, There is only one thing left: to stay, to let go, even of letting go, to melt, to blur, to vanish into perfect quiet. So you do nothing, and that is everything. No more drifting, no more moving. Only the soft, full quiet of being held completely. You are asleep now. You are stillness. You are safe. And as the story folds into itself, gently, softly, like silk slipping into water, you hear the final whisper: "Thank you for dreaming with us tonight." Here, in the calm of dreamy night tales. If you are still awake, only if you may like to softly subscribe, so you can return to more sleepy journeys like this one. And if you liked drifting through these quiet skies, leave a gentle like. Not for us, but for your future self, who may need a little more peace. We'll be waiting here, in starlight, in silence, in sleep. Until next time, keep floating, keep resting, and drift, ever so slowly, into dreams. Ask ChatGPT.